All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wednesday night season finale of Thunder Racing League. This is the Thunder Throwdown Championship Series. As right now it looks like we have 5 drivers that have registered for competition. And sitting on top of the leaderboard, we have 4 that have taken a time sitting on top of the leaderboard. Right now is the 008 of Bobby Evertson. Without any further ado, though, I will ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of tonight's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, the brave.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back to your Wednesday Night Thunder Throwdown Challenge Series. We are in the 360 wing sprint cars. Does not look like we currently have anybody on track. We are up to 6 drivers tonight. That's still only 1 heat worth of drivers. Your top 3 on the speed charts in practice are the 008 of Bobby Evertson, the 80 of Stroke Gunderson, and the 34 of Flying Falcon Smith. Your top 3 in points are going to be the 008 of Bobby Evertson, the 34 of Flying Falcon Smith, and the 80 of Stroke Gunderson. Those top 3 have locked in their points position on the week or on the season. As we got about 2 minutes left to go in practice, only 4 drivers have taken a time out of the 6 that are registered. If you're watching and you have not already done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you know every time we come live with Thunder Racing League action. Next time we will be live will be Saturday, January 21st. That is the week after the Real Life Chili Bowl, and that will be for the Thunder Racing League Chili Bowl presented by CTFX. As we go up to 7 drivers in the lobby now, with just about 1 minute left to go in practice. I do want to thank each one of you guys for tuning in this season. If you are tuning in live, go ahead and make sure you type in that comment box. I do have it up. We will have a conversation as when times get slow. We haven't really seen a whole lot of slow racing action on the track this week, as the checkered flag flies on practice. We will go ahead and put them out here for qualifying. Each driver gets 2 laps. That will set the stage for our 8-lap, 7-car heat race. As I look for car numbers to light up, indicating that they're coming out on track. Nobody has moved yet. Not sure if they're having a driver's meeting. Very good possibility, as there are a couple people that don't race a whole heck of a lot out here. As the 80th Stroke Gunderson apparently has been out on track, as he puts in a lap of a 13.249. I know what's going on. I accidentally came in the wrong way. Won't let me do it any other way. So I do not get to watch qualifying. So I'll read off the numbers. Stroke Gunderson with a 12.349. Now here comes Christopher Forsyth with a 12.168. 1.2.168 sits on the pole right now. Lap number 2 for Gunderson was a 12.435. I do apologize for the technical difficulties. First time I've made this mistake in 70 races. Go ahead, hang me up on the cross if you want. Chris Forsyth still the quickest one in practice with a 12.16 or a 1.258. 1.2.158, the quick time right now. And that goes with a 225 driver out of Texas, Chris Forsyth. Waiting for more times to pop up here. And there goes Bobby Evertson, quick time with a 1.2.048. 1.2.048 is now your quick time for lap number 1 for the 008 of Bobby Evertson. And lap number 2 goes even better, a 1.1908. Goes is Bobby Evertson. Ian Humphreys crosses the line with a 1.1912. That is good enough for second. Falcon Smith jumps up to third with a 1.2.114. 12.114 for the 34 of Falcon Smith. 5 out of the 7 drivers have qualified so far. Your time to beat is a 11.908. 1.1908. Just 2 drivers in that 11-second bracket. As Robbie Milburn, a 12.155. 1.2.155 for Robbie Milburn on lap number 1. Lap number 2, it's better, a 12.122. That's good enough for third for Robbie Milburn. As we have 1 driver waiting on the 27 of Martin Duran Jr. See if he takes a lap here. I don't think he got any practice in. So he may decide to tag the tail of the field, as we have not seen him very often, if at all, this season. As we got about 10 seconds left to go, I do not think Martin is going to take a time Your top three will be the 008 of Bobby Everton, the 53 of Ian Humphreys, as Martine does put in a time with a 12.487, 1.2487. That is good enough for 7th. As we go ahead and get ready to line them up for your heat race. Your lineup will look like this. On the inside of the front row, as soon as I can get it up here, will be the 008 of Bobby Everton. Hey, tell them to just hold their spot. I'll clear all blacks. All right, clicking on the wrong screen here, but on the pole will be the 008 of Bobby Everton. On his outside will be the 53 of Ian Humphreys. Inside row number 2, it's the 99. Scored is the number 9, that is Robbie Milburn. To his outside, it is the 34 of Flying Falcon Smith. And then on the last row, on the inside, it is the 225 of Chris Forsyth. With the 80 of Stroke Gunderson to his outside, scheduled to tag the field will be the 27 of Martine Duran Jr. Give me just 1 second here, as I do have to fix another mistake that I have made yet tonight. Once again, go ahead and take me to the cross. Hey Bob, hold your spot. I'll clear your black.
Hold what spot?
The pole.
Oh. Okay. Hold on, I'm coming back.
All right, pace truck dives off, and we're racing as Bobby Everton very well up front. As they're racing a little further in the back, we'll get you back there to that action. Maybe up here around the 53, that's where it's at. Here comes Chris Forsyth working. Try to clear that out. Clear him to the outside, tucked in right behind the 53. Now he's working to the outside of Humphreys. Humphreys with the slider. As Forsyth crosses him over, going for second. Now here comes Forsyth with a slide job. Look as caution flies. Stroke Gunderson, we see him pointed the wrong way in the wall. As that one looks like just a little bit of meeting in the middle between Falcon Smith and Stroke Gunderson. As we'll go ahead and get them racked back up here. As we hit the halfway point, once again racing all over this track. Not sure where to look. Lots of new drivers out here for this series. Love to see it on championship night. As we see the 80 of Stroke Gunderson come down into the work area, get his quick repair. He's going to come back out as we're 1 to green. As we go ahead, pace truck will dive off, and we go back green flag racing, this time by the 008 of Bobby Everson, stands on it. As they go 3 wide for second, the 9 of Robbie Milburn sticking it down on the bottom. They end up splitting him coming out of 2. Now they go side by side for second. Milburn on the low side, Humphreys on the high side, as Humphreys gets the run from that high side down to back straightaway as they go into turn number 3 and 4. White flag is out one more time around for your leader, the 8 of Bobby Everson. Chris Forsyth trying to give one big move in the heat race, not able to do it. Bobby Everson wins the heat race. The 225 of Chris Forsyth comes home second. As we get ready to do the 3 wide Thunder thank you now.
Turn you up.
All right. As we get ready to line them up for our 3 wide Thunder thank you. 008 of Bobby Everson will be the control car. We'll stack them up 3 wide on him. As not quite there this lap. We'll go one more lap. As they got there now. Just a little bit late, but we'll go ahead and get her done right for you. It's the final broadcast of the season. We got to do it right. Ladies and gentlemen, here they come out of turn number 4. They're 3 wide to tell each and every one of you thank you for the support and views. It's the 3 wide Thunder thank you. All right, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, I will let you enjoy the sights and sounds of the car as they get this track a little bit racier for you for feature racing. right as we got just a couple seconds left to go in this warm-up session. Checkered flag is out. As it looked like Ian Humphreys the fastest in warm-ups. But your starting lineup will look like this on the inside of the front row. The driver out of the Carolinas in the 008. That is Bobby Everson. To his outside in the 225, the driver hails out of Texas. That is Chris Forsyth. Inside row number 2 in the number 53, it is Ian Humphreys. To his outside, the car's painted up as a 99. That is, out of the Virginias, Robbie Milburn. Out of the Carolinas, rolling off 5th in the number 34, that is Flying Falcon Smith. And to his outside, out of Wisconsin, is the number 80 of Stroke Gunderson. And then rounding out the field in the number 27, that is Martin Duran Jr. As Bobby Everson getting a 1 to go this time by. As they go down the back straightaway. Pace truck will pull off and it'll be in the hands of that 008. Pace truck pulls off. Bobby says it's hammer time. Well, off to a good start, leaving the 225 of Forsyth to battle back there with the 53 of Humphreys with the 99 on his tail tank. Here comes Everett. Forsyth with a good run on the high side. Trying to run the 53 back down. He's got it that lap. The 53 of Humphreys still working that inside hard. Not letting the 225 run away with that second just yet. The 99 of Robbie Milburn right there on their back bumper as well. As they work the high side through 1 and 2. Now the battle is for third between the 9 and the 53. They go door to door into turn number 3. Coming out of turn number 4, it's going to be Robbie Milburn. That high side prevailing with the momentum just a little bit. Looks like the 53 of Ian Humphreys getting right up on the back side of the 99. No, didn't quite make contact. And now your leader has company with the 225 of Chris Forsyth right there on his tail tank as they shoot down the back straightaway into turn number 2. They go side by side right up alongside the wall. It's nose to tail for first and second. It's nose to tail for third and fourth. As it looks like the 53 of Ian Humphreys might have got the wall just a little bit too hard. As we come back, the 225 of Chris Forsyth trying to throw a big move on your leader. Not able to make it stick that time by. He's going to try it again in turn number 3. Can't quite do it that time either. He goes back up to the high side and try to track your leader back down as the leader is now starting to run a little bit of a slider line himself. Forsyth right back up to the wall. Here comes the 99 of Robbie Milburn starting to reel your 2 leaders back in as Milburn throws a big bomb into turn 1 and 2. Gets right up alongside the 225 of Forsyth, but can't make anything work. He ends up tucking right back in behind him. 10 laps, 9 laps down. It'll be 10 down next time by. They go fence post formation on the back straightaway into turn number 3. As your leader running about the mid groove, the second and third running that high side right up alongside the wall. As it looks like the 225 of Forsyth might be running down the 008 of Bobby Everson. As they shoot down the back front straightaway into turns 1 and 2 one more time. As we close in on halfway here. This should be the cross flags right here. It'll give them next time by, I guess. As that's 12 complete, just a little bit, half a lap shy of halfway. As now they get the cross flags. We are past the halfway point. The 225 of Chris Forsyth has caught back up with the 008 of Everson. Now he pulls to the bottom side, gonna try a slider here. There he pulls the trigger on the slider. 008 of Everson with a crossover into turns 1 and 2. Everton able to make that slide job stick. As here comes Forsyth looking to get low. May probably throw a bomb here in 1 and 2. Does not pull the trigger on the slider. They drag race down the back straightaway. See the 227 of Duran pulling down out of the way as your lead, battle for the lead heats up as they go down the back straightaway. Forsyth goes back up to the wall in turn 3. Everton starting to pull away just a little bit, running that slider line. 225 at Chris Forsyth, not really able to make anything happen as we go ahead and run through your field with just 7 laps to go up front. He's led every lap so far. That is the 008 of Bobby Everson. Running second is the 225 at Chris Forsyth. He's trying to run him down. He's put pressure on him all night. Hasn't been able to make anything stick yet. Third is the 9 of Robbie Milburn. He's been right up there in the mix with these top 2 as well. Fourth is the 53 of Ian Humphreys. Fifth, the 34 of Flying Falcon Smith. Sixth, the 80 of Stroke Gunderson. And 2 laps down, just trying to salvage a finish, is the 27 of Martin Duran Jr. We go back up front. Bobby Everson, 3 laps to go. He has now started to gap Forsyth with over a second lead. Forsyth has almost a second over Milburn. Top 3 have spread out. Popsicle sticks go in the air for your champion and race leader, the 008 of Bobby Everson. He works through 3 and 4. White flag in the air just one more time around. Working through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Here he is. He is your champion. He's about to be the season finale race winner, the 008 of Bobby Everson. Coming home second is the 225 of Chris Forsyth. And third is the 9 of Robbie Milburn. And ladies and gentlemen, we can get him before he even parks the car. We will pull him up right now. Your winner, your champion, the 008 of Bobby Everson. You got a copy, Bob?
Yes, sir. Got a copy?
All right. A lot of pressure coming from you from behind. You were able to hold off Forsyth there. Walk us through your night.
Well, starting from pole is always an advantage, right? So I'm just glad I got that. And yeah, Forsyth is putting on the pressure. I just tried the undercut and then changed my line from there. Started moving my wing back a little bit, realized that helped me keep the car a little straighter, and then I began to pull away. I'm not sure if he made a mistake or I just found a little speed, but it was a really fun race.
All right. And all you had to do tonight to secure the championship was show up. You did that in a big way. Walk us through your season.
Oh, it's been crazy. I've had to learn a bunch of different cars. It's been really fun. I mean, it definitely got me outside of my comfort zone. I just appreciate the opportunity to run different things in a controlled environment with the same guys and had a lot of fun doing it. Thank you, Jay.
All right. Congratulations. I'm assuming we're going to see you back for season 3B.
That would be a good assumption, yes.
All right. And I know you're wanting to win that Chili Bowl trophy too, so.
Well, I pretty much have it lined up with whoever wins it, which I have a good inkling my teammate might. I'm getting a copy of that poster.
You are definitely getting a copy of it, but I mean, you would much rather prefer the real non-photocopied, I'm sure.
Oh, 100%. I just don't think I have the talent to pull that one off.
But I'm sure we will be seeing you there for that event.
100%. I wouldn't miss it. It was it was the funnest race I ran last year, bar none of everything. Doing the pole shuffle and everything. It was just a really cool event. And I'm just happy to be able to be a part of it again this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to having you as part of it. So congratulations on the championship. Looking forward to seeing you next season, starting with the Chili Bowl, as that is the day before we start point racing. So Looking forward to that. Sponsors, shout outs. Anybody you want to thank for getting you here tonight?
Well, I'll thank my new team, Inferno Motorsports. Gonna thank Dubby, you, Giddings Mobile Repair, Thunder Racing League. It's a whole lot of fun. I'm glad we expanded and brought it to more cars than just sprint cars. Ultimately, this season or this series ended with a sprint car, my favorite sprint car, the 360. So I'm glad I was able to bring this one home, save a little bit of pride. I look forward to running the next season. Thanks to Old Lady, everyone that participated. Congrats to Falcon for getting second. We had a fun run all the way through this whole series, I think, and I look forward to doing it again next season.
Yeah, realistically, I mean, the point separation coming into this race was 28 cars. The only reason you had it so locked in coming into tonight was plain and simply we don't have the cars to be running a B main, because if you'd ended up in a B main and he'd have won this feature, it would have been his championship. So,
Well, I came into this race thinking if I didn't win, I didn't win the championship. So I'm glad I was able to at least pull off a W.
yeah, I mean, you definitely did. Winningest driver this season, too. This is your 5th win on the season here in the Thunder Throwdown Challenge Series. So, congratulations.
Cool.
Want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year as we get ready to roll into that. Actually, leaving right after this broadcast, try to beat the weather out of here to see my family. So,
Well, you as well, Jay, and you and your wife enjoy the Chili Bowl.
absolutely will. We do every year we get to go. So,
Can't wait to see that poster when it's all signed.
yeah, absolutely not. Congratulations once again, and we will definitely be seeing you around.
Well, thanks, buddy. Talk to you soon.
Yep. All right, that is the 008 of Bobby Evertson winning tonight's race and the championship, coming home second tonight. You don't see him in a car very often, but when you do, he's usually towards the front. It is the 225 at Chris Forsyth. You got a copy, Chris?
I got you, Jay.
All right. Applied lots of pressure to Bob. Threw a couple sliders on him there. Hesitated to pull a couple of them. Walk us through your night, and was that hesitation what it might cost you the race?
We talked prior, and I wasn't trying to get a victory. I really just need more seat time, and I know Bob was gonna win the series, and I didn't want him to win by me taking him out. So I wanted to be as cautious as I could, not to hurt anybody's race, and just to really get some more seat time. That's the main thing, getting seat time and trying to get fast.
All right. Yeah, seat time is definitely what you need to get fast. Getting ready. Have you guys, as far as the ones that have been working race control, worked anything out to where we know what cars we are going to see you in next season?
No, I was actually just talking to Brian and Martin. Brian said he had run his own league, so he's fine with doing race control if needed, if and when needed. So it'll help us get on track a little more. But yeah, it'd be great to be able to run some, especially the cars I don't run. You know, I love the sprint cars for one. That's my first love. But you know, get me in the late model where I can learn it, or big block or something to learn it, because those seem fun too.
Yeah, absolutely. They are fun. Everything that I think everything on dirt is fun to run.
Oh yeah. Well, unfortunately, my iRating's a little too high because of sprint cars. I'm just going to get demolished if I run an official right now.
Yeah.
Like, I got to how to learn when you're just trying not to get lapped too many times.
Sponsors, shout outs. Anybody you want to thank for getting you here tonight?
Well, as some people may or may not know, we dismantled Black Bullet Racing, so we are no longer. We are now in Inferno Motorsports. Some of the guys left, some of the guys stayed. We got some sponsors getting hooked. CTFX is still with us. Nukes Performance is still with us. And D&T Designs is still with us. And Jay, I believe you're still with us, right?
Yeah. As far as sponsorship wise, I am at least till the end of. I'm not sure how much longer. You guys are going to keep me on the cars, but I have personally left the team just due to the
The restrictions.
the restrictions and obligations that the team now requires, I can't commit to that. So,
Yeah,
unfortunately, that has pushed me out of the team. But I would like to remain on as a sponsor as much as I could. But
you could actually stay on the team as as a teammate, but not. I don't know. We could talk about that. We're not trying to be totally aggressive on making people. We want to have fun still. We had some people with BBR that wanted a lot more and wanted to push a lot harder, and that takes fun out of it. We want to have a fun team and everybody gets along. Just get on the track, race, and do what you can.
yeah,
I know it's hard for
absolutely.
you.
Yeah, we'll talk off air um,
Okay.
about that. But let's see here. Just did sponsor shout outs. So want to
Yeah.
wish you a Merry Christmas and a New Year. Look forward to seeing you when we return in January, starting
All right.
Saturday the 21st with the Chili Bowl.
Yeah, and I tried to recruit somebody else to come out and join ours. Just she's a little upset with the league we just ran, so hopefully we'll get some more names to join us for next season.
All right, sounds good, and definitely looking forward to it. Love seeing the board of directors and race control finally up here in the booth and able to get good finishes. So congratulations once again.
Thank you, sir.
All right, that is the 225 of Chris Forsyth. And then rounding out the podium tonight is the 9 of Robbie Milburn. Got a copy, Robbie?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Look like you were keeping up with the top two there till about 5 or so to go. Walk us through your night, and was there anything else you could have done to get around them?
Came in as per usual, no practice because I make bad decisions, and qualified. I think third, so decent. And then I believe the eat wells there on the start were a mistake, but ended up starting fifth, and then kind of floundered around during the heat, and then once in feature, kind of figure out you kind of got to run the high line as slow as quick. And then Ian Humphreys, I don't know if it's a sprint car thing or if he's just a freaking crybaby, but he was whining that I put him in the wall. I mean, it'd be pretty hard to put someone in the wall when they run into your tail tank, but I mean, I don't know sprints, so I'm just going with he's just a crybaby and wouldn't mic up for it. But yeah, I feel like I was faster than Chris for the last 3 quarters of the race, but it's with me not being as aware in the car, like how wide it is. I kept pushing harder and harder, just seeing how high I could go because it's much slimmer than a late model, and it ended up biting me with I think 5 to go, and I got stuck in the wall. At that point, they were too far out in front to make up the ground in 5 laps, so I just kind of backed it down and tried to slide our line, see if it'd do anything. But overall, I'm pretty happy with a third place finish in a car I literally don't ever drive.
Yeah,
But had fun though.
absolutely. And these sprint cars, I know they changed the tire model. Sprint cars are dangerous to get up alongside that wall anyway, which that's the fast line for these things. But you got that right rear. You don't have a fender to protect anything from getting in that wall. And now they made the sidewall of that right rear grippier. So when you get into the wall, it grabs you a whole lot harder than it used to. So it's a fine line to run. And I know it bites me personally more than it does help me. So
Yeah, I realized probably halfway through the race once I moved high and stayed high that if you could get up there and just slightly bump it, you would get a huge boost off. But it's just it's real hard for me to run it consistently considering I don't run the cards because I noticed I'd be going into the turns, giving it more input than I needed to and get more sideways, or I'd go in and not give enough input and I just, hit the wall harder than I wanted to, but it didn't really bite me until 5 to go. But I mean, yeah, I'm just still confused that I put someone on the wall somehow by them running into me. That's the first. I mean, whatever.
yeah, I mean, y'all got a month to cool down and let cooler heads prevail before we go back at it next season. So, um,
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine.
um,
But he might be salty, but I'm fine. I mean, I had fun in a car I'm not used to, and I'll kick his ass next year too. Then.
and that is exactly what this series is all about: is getting into cars that you don't know and learning them and having fun in them. So I'm glad that we have accomplished that for you. Sponsors, shout outs. Anybody you want to thank for getting here tonight?
Yeah, as usual, raceepi.com, Elite Performance Industries, as always. They make great sets, and if anyone wants to go over there and get some help with anything, even if you have a set of questions and you're not running their sets, they'll be in there to the Discord and they'll answer your questions. I don't think he painted this sprint, but Dice Race Designs. I think he's on late models right now. He does a great job. Personal team 166 Motorsports, and of course you and everyone that runs this are putting it on. When I did get in here, had a good time. Everyone raced close, clean, fast. Everyone's pretty friendly. So yeah, I had a lot of fun and looking forward to trying new cars on tracks I don't like next season.
All right. Yeah, definitely looking forward to that and watching you guys go through those struggles. But congratulations, and looking forward to seeing you next season. With that, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Me and the old lady are about ready to hit the road ourselves. So congratulations, and looking forward to seeing you next season.
Yes, sir. Y'all be safe. I know it's going to get treacherous over there.
Oh, yeah. So, all right, take it easy and be safe.
You too.
All right, that was your third place finisher, the 9 of Robbie Milburn. As we go ahead and bring up our sponsors and shout outs, going to knock them out real quick. Veterans and Warriors One Stop Shop, DNT Designs, School of Sim Racing, Stevenson Family Performance, Giddings Mobile Repair, Diamond Designs, and Sneed Game Farms. We want to thank all of them. We want to thank all of you viewers. We want to thank all of the drivers. And with that, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We will see you back January 21st for the Thunder Racing League Chili Bowl presented by CTFX Graphics. With that, I am Jay Giddings, the voice of Thunder Racing League TV. This is Thunder Racing League TV, the home of all Thunder Racing League action.